Hello, this is Kayane. I am a French fighting games professional player and streamer. I've been competing since I was 9 years old, and I've been traveling in all over the world for more than 20 years now. And this is Ask a Pro. So there's a question from Dragon Knight 49. What is your top 3 favorite fighting game original soundtrack? This is really hard to say, but I think there would be Soulcalibur 2 because I really enjoy all the music. Since I was a child, I've been playing this game so much, and it reminds me so many memories of competing in this game. I remember World Game Cup in 2004 when I was a child competing in this game, and when I listen to this music, I just feel so nostalgic. I just know that it's just a beautiful soundtrack. Very epic. I like Soulcalibur music a lot. The other one I think would be Soulcalibur 4 because it reminds me of my first Evo 2009, and then I played a lot of Soulcalibur 4 to train for this competition. It was my first tournament abroad, internationally, so when I listen to this music today, it just gives back the memories of my first trips. And the third one, I think it would be Street Fighter 4. I actually love the soundtrack for all the characters' music and the stages' music. And it was my first Street Fighter, actually. It's not the 2. So the Street Fighter 4 had a lot of epic music, and I just love all the characters' music. I think it was very epic to listen to every one of them. Even if I don't like the character, I just think it's cool. So yeah, I think Soulcalibur 2, 4 and Street Fighter 4. Question from Lewis Stewart 65. What has been your hardest tournament set? One of my hardest tournament set I think was in 2019 for the qualifier to be top 8 at Evo Soulcalibur 6. Actually, I played against a Korean player called Student, and the day before, I participated to a tournament to prepare for Evo, and that guy beat my ass so badly. So I was like, who is that guy? Who is this? He's a Korean player, we never heard about him. And he played Mitsurugi so well, and he just 2-0 me so badly. So I was very shocked. And the day after I do my tournament, I do my Evo. On Soulcalibur 6, I'm in 2B and Jean Croix, and I learned that to be qualified top 8 for this tournament, I have to play against Student again. So I was like, oh, mentally, I was quite afraid at first because he really destroyed me. So I thought that maybe I should try Jean Croix first against him. He just destroyed me again, so he wins 1-0. And I started to play 2B again, and I won with a miracle ring out against him, and I think it broke his mind after that.
Stand up! Come here! What? Oh, and that is gonna be it! That was all one combo into the restand. Kayane comfortably sitting by, knowing full well that the initial hit was gonna lead to a ring out. 1-1, high drama.
So I started to really rush down after that, and I won 2-1. And I did a pop-off, I did a hug to him, I did everything. I looked at the crowd and I was so emotional, I almost cried. And then that's how I qualified top 8. And it just makes me happy that I was not thinking about losing against someone that won against me very badly the day before. So I just focused on being strong and thinking it's another day, so I can do better and beat him this time. Question from Ice Jamie. What would you say to women or minority of the fighting games community who fear getting rejected from the community? It's a difficult question because I think it depends on the community, depends on the country, and depends on who represents the community as well. And I have an example. Neya is a 16-year-old girl, and she participated to her first Evo. It's been only 4 months that she started to compete, and It all started with a message she sent me on Instagram. And I'm happy I could see this message. She asked me if I could tell her something to be motivated to go to tournaments because she's afraid to go because of her age, to be one of the few girls, and she was not comfortable about it. And I told her, oh, I'm organizing something the next month, so you should definitely come, and I would welcome you myself personally, and I would present you to other good members of a community so that you would feel comfortable to play with the guys and girls of a community and feel good and welcomed. And she came. She was very shy. She was just turning around and trying to talk to me, but she was so afraid. I talked to her, I played with her, and she was so strong, so strong that I was thinking that she would be a very good champion in the near future. So I made her play against other people, and she actually beat some of the top players. I was very amazed. And now she went to Evo, and she got 17. She beat Tibetano, one of the European champions. She beat Skywalker, an African champion. And that's just because she sent me a message at first, because she was not brave enough to go to tournament herself. So I just pushed her a bit, and that's how she went now. So if you're afraid, maybe message someone that you have an inspiration to, that can give you some words and have the courage to go. But I think that most of the people in the community offline are good people. Don't be too distracted by the people that you can see online, on Twitter and on Twitch, because these are not the people that go to tournaments, obviously. So most of the people I meet in real life are good people. This is a question from David X Mega 5322. Has it been difficult rising up in the fighting games community ladder as a woman in the early days? And do you think it would have been different if you would have done the same in a different esport? So when I started to play video games, I was 4 years old, but I started to take it very seriously when I was 7 years old. And I played 3 games that I really loved. So Soulcalibur 1, Dead or Alive 2, so that's where my nickname comes from. Kasumi and Ayane mixed together is Kayane, so I really love Dead or Alive 2 also. And I play StarCraft Brood War, so that's a strategy game that I enjoyed and played as much as fighting games. But when I played it, it was quite difficult online. I was very kind of innocent, and then I would say that I'm a girl, and I would say that I'm 7 to 9 years old, because I played this game many years. And the guys I've played with, they would just block me just because I say that I'm a girl. So to make friends, my brother told me that I should be telling I'm a guy of 18 years old, and that's the only chance that he would let me play in this game. So that's how I started to pretend to be a man of 18 years old, just because people would not accept me as a girl when I play StarCraft. And that was really kind of sad for me, but I did it, and I had a few friends, not knowing that I was a girl. But when they knew that, they were very sexist and very insulting, and I was very sad about it. But in the fighting games, when I started to play at first, people would really be kind of rude to me in offline, just because they didn't expect to see a 9-year-old girl. And there was only the champion at this tournament that was really respectful. But after that, I met the Soulcalibur community, and they consider me like their little sister. And I went to sessions, training sessions, all weekends. I went to tournaments once a month. I trained a lot with them and competed at a very young age with the French community and organizers. I think it was quite difficult later when I started to be a woman, because there would be other people that don't know me and would try to be rude because I'm a woman. But that's something I had to be strong against, and now I'm completely respected, almost like a mother of a community in France. So I think with the years now, people respect me more and respect women a lot. And I care about it a lot because Neya is a 16 years old girl competing for 4 months only in the community, and everybody has been very respectful to her, very kind to her, and I make sure of that for all the women in the French community. Question from Guntanks in Space. If we were to get a new Soulcalibur, what stuff would you like to see? So if we have a new Soulcalibur, I hope it becomes more like Soulcalibur 1 or Soulcalibur 2. Not too many fancy stuff. I like the Soul Charge from Soulcalibur 1, you know. That one is fine. But the Soul Charge from Soulcalibur 6, where you have to learn so many special moves and new combos and like the hit system in Tekken 8, I feel like it's a lot of knowledge to know. And this world where we have so many fighting games, so many video games to play, I would feel better to have a game where you have the basics, the fundamentals of the 3D games. So if we can a bit go back to what were the first Soulcalibur, I would be very happy. So you can make some supers, that's fine, but not too many comeback situations. Comeback moves and comeback supers that are too easy to do. That's fine to me. Question from your pal Heaton. How is best dog Yumiko doing? So Heaton is a Soulcalibur player I know since Soulcalibur 6, a very kind guy who plays Siegfried, which I dislike, but it's okay, he's a kind guy. Yeah, my dog is doing fine actually. She's a 9-year-old dog, she's an Akita Inu, and I love her. I love the breed because it's a very calm dog, so that I can play for hours and she would never disturb me. She would be just sleeping next to me, and that's very cute. Question from Nudge2784. What other games do you enjoy outside of fighting games? Also, what is the most broken move in Soulcalibur history? The games I enjoy the most, besides fighting games, would be games like Clair Obscur. Not because it's a French game only, it's just that I love RPG. I really like Final Fantasy, I like Nier Automata, Nier Replicant. I like also difficult games, so I feel like Clair Obscur is kind of a mix of JRPG but also difficult games with a tour per tour. And I like horror games, Silent Hill Remake too, and Silent Hill F. I can't wait to do that when I go back. Yeah, games like Ghost of Yote and things like this. I think that's the kind of games that I kind of enjoy the most. I think the most broken move in Soulcalibur history would be in Soulcalibur 4 with Hilde. She had charge moves with A move and B move. And the B move would be doing this, and then launch the opponent to a full combo. And well, same thing with the A move, which is too broken because she would ring out you wherever you are in the map, and even if you're winning, then you can still lose because the move is so broken. You can't really deal with it. So it was really traumatizing to play against her. Question from Sky Gen Z. What was it like being in Street of Fury X? It was kind of funny to do that because I had to do the movements of my own character in the game with a green screen. And that was the first time I do that. So it was a funny session of 1 hour trying to do some kind of Chun-Li moves, even the spinning bird kick. But you know, when you do that in real life, it doesn't look like anything. It was too funny to do. And I tried to do the Yakure Tsukyaku of Chun-Li, but it was so hard. So I just tried to do one of my favorite fighting game moves of my characters, and I think it was a good experience. And now I thought that only French people knew that, and you're asking a question in English, so I'm wondering where you're from and if that game was quite played in your country. Question from Koyo Boots. Which advice could you give to players who are thinking of entering tourneys for the first time? I think that a lot of players who want to enter tournaments for the first time are afraid of their performance. And I think at first, when you go to a tournament, it's more like a human experience where you go to meet new people, go to interact with people coming from different places, with different age and different backgrounds. So it's still fun to get to meet new people. And because you play the same thing, then it makes you closer in some ways. And even if you don't know the person, you can still ask them, oh, can I play some set against you? Most of the time people will be very kind and say, yeah, of course. So when you play them, that's actually where you can get to know someone. You don't know by talking each other, you know, by playing the game. You know the rules of the game, you know. You may not know everything about the matchups, but you can still ask some advice, ask some questions about the matchups. And when you do good stuff in the game, then maybe you can impress the opponent and they can give you some nice compliment, and that's how I think you build some relationships in the community, because just by playing the same game, you get some respect to each other. And that's really something I enjoy a lot when I play in tournaments. So don't think too much about performance. A lot of people would say there's no point in going in tournaments if I 0-2, but that's really not about that. It's about to get to know more people and to be stronger in the game. And you cannot be strong if you stay at home playing only online. You have to know other people that plays other characters to help you get more knowledge in the matchups and help you in your own style to become a better player with your own character. Question from Mega Cabo: favorite female fighting games community player to watch right now internationally? Yes, I have one that I watch all the time, is Cuddlecore. She's my friend, a very big friend. I love her, and when she comes to France, I would accommodate her at home, and I miss her a lot. I see her in tournaments like EvoUS, Combo Breaker, things like that, and when she comes in France. But you know, you have to sometimes wait a lot of months before we get to meet each other again. And she is so strong. I think she has an amazing Alisa and Xiaoyu, and I play Xiaoyu, so I learn a lot from watching her. And I'm just admired by the way she plays, very patient, and she studies the games a lot, and she has a very good mentor. And I enjoy watching her because I'm cheering for my friend at the same time, but I also admire all the work she put into Tekken 8. And yeah, I think that's the female player I look the most. Question from Super Kami Kevin: who is the most underrated character in Soulcalibur? To me, I think they were kind of balanced, and you had overpowered character, but characters that were underestimated, I would say Ezio from Assassin's Creed in Soulcalibur 5, and I would say that there was not many players that would play him in tournaments. It made me lose at Tugeki. So Tugeki is a tournament in Japan, a very iconic tournament where it's only first to one, which is really cool. I won the qualification in US to this tournament, and I traveled all the way from France to Japan just to lose that match against Ezio. I had no idea about this character because nobody played him in France. It was really frustrating because I think people say that he's weak and that it's not interesting to play. But then I didn't have any training against this character, and I felt so pissed to go to Japan just to play that character. That is not even in Soulcalibur, he's a guest character, and I felt stolen at that time just because I didn't know the matchup. I felt so frustrated. So yeah, I would say if there was a character kind of underestimated, it's him. Thank you everyone for asking your questions, and you can find me on Twitter, it's Kayane, or on Twitch, it's Kayane TV, and I mostly play fighting games or Japanese RPG. Thank you!